Hi, welcome in the second material about the deaf, but this time for hearing people. As I promised, first stage of deaf awareness will be breaking stereotypes. I was wondering where to start on, and I decided that I will start right away with a controversial topic. The first myth that I'm going to crush is the common belief that using subtitles under video materials solve the problem of understanding content by the deaf. Just turn on the subtitles option and that's it. Well, no. If it were so, world's largest media would not be placing next to the president's speeches sign language interpreters. So why subtitles aren't enough? Because most deaf people do not understand long, complicated phrases. They do not know professional terms, complexities of grammar. The number of known words is individually limited, which means that each deaf person has a different number and resource of words. This is often due to educational, geographic, social or cultural factors. Why is it happening? Because what is surprising, the educational of deaf people for many years was not structured. In post-war Poland made a decision about the prohibition of learning sign language. In schools, the prohibition was so respected that the children were bitten on the hands when they used sign language. By force, they were taught to read, while explaining the meaning of letters, sentences, words, phrases, to the person who cannot hear you turn out to be very difficult, and sometimes even impossible. And what about understanding slang, colloquial language or regionalism? A good experiment example, which can help you to understand this problem, is to try to learn Chinese. Do you know what this sign means? Or maybe you can read this information. How to understand the meaning of foreign letters when you cannot hear the teacher? Imagine yourself and Chinese. Your ears are blocked, you cannot hear anything. He does not know Polish letters, so you don't know Chinese. Neither of you knows a common language that you can communicate. Effective teaching seems like a miracle. I think you are just starting to imagine, how is it possible? Right. An effective teaching method is almost impossible. That's why deaf people have to spend much more time, use more work and effort to understand the alphabet, words, basic sentence order. I recommend you read the comments of deaf people on Świat Głuchych Facebook. You will find there how the sentences are built in inflection of words by deaf people. If you are interested in this topic and you want to know more, I invite you to see an interview with Professor Bogdan Szczepankowski, teacher, pedagogue of deaf youth, and an academic teacher. Click on the link below and we'll be redirected to the interview, where you will find out about the history of education in Poland and professional activation. And if you just have questions, write to us. We are happy to answer all your questions. We believe that there are no stupid questions, especially in such a difficult topic as the world of the deaf. In the meantime, thank you for your attention and see you next week. Deaf means aggressive.